exercises of our first lesson, History of Computers. So without unmuting your audios, just repeat after me, children. Phillips' first one, the Colossus was a computer built to help break coded messages during the World War II. Colossus was a computer built to help break coded messages during the World War II. Colossus, Colossus. Colossus, Colossus. The Colossus was a computer built to help break coded messages during World War II. Second one, an integrated circuit, that is IC. The full form of IC is integrated circuit. The integrated circuit measures only about a quarter of an inch and can accommodate thousands of transistors in it. So an IC measures only about a quarter of an inch and can accommodate thousands of transistors in it. Integrated circuit, INTEGRATED, integrated. CIRCUIT, circuit, integrated circuit. Third one, the IBM PC can run on the disk operating system, that is DOS. Okay, IBM PC run on disk operating system, DOS. DOS. Fourth one, the Apple Macintosh was the first computer to use the GUI-based operating system. GUI in the sense graphical user interface. Okay, graphical user interface. So this was the first computer to use the graphical user interface based operating system. The fifth generation of computer is based on artificial intelligence. The fifth generation of computer is based on artificial intelligence. ARTIFICIAL, artificial, INTELLIGENCE, intelligence, artificial intelligence. I am repeating it one more time. The Colossus was a computer built to help break coded messages during the Second World War. An integrated circuit IC measures only about a quarter of an inch and can accommodate thousands of transistors in it. The IBM PC can run on DOS, disk operating system. The Apple Macintosh was the first computer to use the GUI-based operating system, graphical user interface-based operating system. The fifth generation of computer is based on artificial intelligence. True or false? The first generation computers took a lot of time to process the information. True, it is very slow, no? So the statement is true. The first generation computers took a lot of time to process the information. True. Second one, a fifth generation computer will be capable of understanding the human speech. True. So best example is our mobile phones. We are having Android mobile phones, no? So we are having the human understanding speech facility in that mobile phone, no? So fifth generation computer will be capable of understanding the human speech. True. Third one, third generation computers use vacuum tubes. False. Please remember, totally we are having 5 generation of computer. In the first generation only we used vacuum tubes, right? Here it is given as third generation. What we have used in the third generation? ICs, right? In the third generation we used ICs. So the statement is false. So the third generation computers use vacuum tubes. False. Second generation computers use transistors. True. Yes, it is replaced. It replaces the vacuum tubes, right? So it can replace 40 vacuum tubes. One transistor can replace 40 vacuum tubes, right? So the second generation computers use transistors is true. Fifth one, development of the internet happened in fourth generation of computers. True. Development of internet happened in the fourth generation of computers. True. I'm repeating it one more time. The first generation computers took a lot of time to process the information. True. A fifth generation computer will be capable of understanding the human speech. True. Third generation computers use vacuum tubes. False. Second generation computers use transistors. True. Development of the internet happened in the fourth generation of computers also. True. Next is answer in one word. A tool made up of beads that slides on the threads which are mounted within a wooden frame is abacus. See, this is an abacus. It is mounted on the wooden frame. It has thread. It has beads also, right? So the answer is abacus. A tool made up of beads that slides on threads which were mounted within a wooden frame is abacus. A-B-A-C-U-S, abacus. A-B-A-C-U-S, abacus. Second one, small pictures on a computer screen which carry out the task when activated by a mouse's icons. So the small pictures you can screen on your desktop are called icons. I-C-O-N-S, icons. Third one, the first computer to have its instructions entered by the magnetic tapes, UNIVAC. Can anyone abbreviate the full form of UNIVAC, children? Please do chat in the chat box. Can anyone abbreviate the full form of UNIVAC? Okay, Universal Automatic Computer. Okay, UNIVAC in this is Universal Automatic Computer. Remember, UNIB represents universal, A for automatic and C for computer. Universal Automatic Computer. So the first computer to have its instructions entered by the magnetic tapes is UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. Okay? Or else you can write as UNIVAC 1. Fourth one, an integrated circuit measuring a little more than 1 square inch which houses millions of transistors is chip. Okay? An integrated circuit, that is IC. Okay? An integrated circuit measuring a little more than 1 square inch which houses millions of transistors is chip. CHIP, chip. Not chips, chip. Okay? I'm repeating it one more time. A tool made up of beads that slide on threads which were mounted within a wooden frame is abacus. Small pictures on a computer screen which carry out the task when activated by a mouse is icons. The first computer to have its instructions entered by the magnetic tapes is UNIVAC 1, Universal Automatic Computer. An integrated circuit measuring a little more than 1 square inch which houses millions of transistors is chip. And last one is match. So you have to name the yearly used machines, computing machines. Okay. What machine is this? This is abacus. What is this? Abacus. And this is your Antikythera mechanism. It is found, it was from the Greek origin and it is found in the island of Antikythera. So it is called as an Antikythera mechanism. Okay, and this is Pascaline. So these are called dial pads. So with this we can be able to enter the instructions into the computer. This is Pascaline. And this is your difference engine. And this is your analytical engine. So both the things were invented by our father of computer, Charles Babbage, in the 19th century, right? So difference engine is for solving the mathematical equations. And about the analytical engine, it is the first general purpose computer. Okay. This is abacus, anti-Ketra mechanism, Pascal, difference engine, and analytical engine. So with this, your first lesson is over. Okay. Now we are going to see our second lesson. Yes, Kirtivasan. Do you have any doubts, Shafia? Do you have any doubts? Can I proceed to the second lesson? Nothing. Okay. Voice is breaking. Sir, whether am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is clear only, ma'am.
Okay. Children, please check your devices, children. Okay. So our second lesson is data storage in computers. Data storage in computers. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about what is memory, what is bit, what is byte, and what do you mean by binary language, and about some data storage devices. It is a interesting lesson also. Okay. Yes, what is memory? Memory is a storage space where a computer stores all its data and instructions that are entered through the input devices. See, it is just like our human memory one. So the computer memory consists of many storage locations that have unique addresses. So each addresses holds one alphanumeric character, and each character is represented in the storage location. It is by a string of binary numbers. Binary numbers in the sense zeros and ones. Okay, that are treated as units. Okay. It is a storage space where the computer can store all its data and instructions that is entered through our input devices. So now I am going to let you a concept. See, this is human and this is a computer. Few data we can remember throughout our life, isn't it? So like our name, our mother's name and father's name. So through our life, we can remember, right? But few data we cannot remember like that, no? So the computer is always having two types of memory. Like this, the computer is always having two types of memory. That is short-term memory as well as long-term memory. Okay, short-term memory in the sense, it saves the data for a short period of time. That is a short-term memory. Long-term memory in the sense, it saves the data for a long period of time. For example, for a short-term memory, we can say RAM is the best example. Random access memory. Okay. And for the long-term memory, we can say hard disk is the best example. So like the human brain, human memory, computer is also has two types of memory, short-term memory as well as long-term memory. Short-term memory saves the data for a short period of time. So we can say RAM is example, and long-term memory saves the data for a long period of time. We can say hard disk is the best example. Okay. So now we are going to understand the concept of bit and byte. So before going to say about bit and byte, I am going to say about the binary system language. See, um, like uh, like a human, the computer does not understand all types of languages. We people can understand Tamil, English, Hindi, Malayalam like that, no. But the computer won't understand, right? The computer can only understand binary system language. Okay, so this binary, we can say this binary system language is a low-level machine language. It was the first language used. Okay, low-level machine language, that is called binary system language. That is, this binary system consists only of two digits, zeros and ones. It consists only of two digits, 0 and 1. So it uses these two digits alone to communicate with the computer. Okay. See, the computer memory is made up of many ICs, that is integrated chips. Okay. So these ICs are capable of storing small electrical signals. See, the presence of charge is represented as 1 and the absence of charge is represented as 0. I think you have studied this in physics. Presence of charge is represented by 1 and the absence of charge is represented by 0. So these zeros and ones are known as bit. It is a smallest unit of memory. It is a smallest unit of memory. It has only zeros and 1. And about byte, a bit is equal to 1 byte. 1 byte can store only one character. For example, it can store A alone. It can store B alone. So a bit can store 1 byte consists of 8 bits. So it can store only one single character of text. These are the units of computer memory. See, 1 bit is equal to binary digit. Binary digit in the sense 0 and 1. So 1 bit is equal to zeros and ones. So 8 bit made 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. And 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. And 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. Remember, we all seen this GB in our data packs, right? So if you put recharge for a phone in the sense, it will use 1 GB per day, 1.5 GB per day. Please remember that, children. So 1024 MB consists of 1 gigabyte. So 1024 gigabyte consists of 1 terabyte. So 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabyte. And 1 exabyte is equal to 1024 petabytes. And 1 zettabyte is equal to 1024 exabyte. 1 yottabyte is equal to 1024 zettabytes. You no need to memorize all these things, children. Just remember 1 bit is equal to binary digit, that is zeros and ones. Okay. And 1 byte consists of 8 bits. And 1024 byte is equal to 1 KB. This is enough for you. Okay. Please remember these three things alone. Next, we are going to see about types of memory. See, the computer has two types of memory, primary memory and secondary memory. So the other name of primary memory is internal memory and the other name of secondary memory is external memory. So again, this primary memory has two classifications, that is RAM and ROM. Yes, yottabyte can store more memory, right? Yes, Pavitraj? See, internal memory. So every computer comes with a certain amount of internal memory, that is inbuilt memory, okay, that is used to store data and to start up and to run the different types of programs. So we can say this internal memory as primary memory or main memory. Okay, so we can say the internal memory as primary memory or main memory. It is the inbuilt memory. It is faster when compared to the secondary memory. It is the memory that is in the form of silicon chips and it is fixed on the electronic circuit board which is called motherboard. See, if you open the CPU, you can see this board. This board is called as a motherboard. Okay, this board is called as a motherboard. If you open the CPU, you can able to see this. So, internal memory is divided into two. I said no, RAM and ROM. See, this is your RAM. Okay, ROM is a chip. See, one person is inserting RAM in the motherboard. Okay. See, these are the two types of internal memories, RAM and ROM. RAM. So the full form of RAM is random access memory. RAM means random access memory. It is a temporary or volatile memory. That means because the information stored in the memory is lost when you turn off the computer or the power goes off. Okay, so it is called as a volatile or temporary memory. We can say calculator is the best example for this random access memory. See, the calculator can store the information exists till the calculator is on. So the moment you turn off the calculators, all the data will disappear. No, so we can say this is a best example. Okay, and about row, read-only memory. ROM stands for read-only memory. It can store only important instructions. For example, it can store the system booting instructions like that. Only it will store. It is a non-volatile memory. Non-volatile in the sense, even after you turn off your computer or the power goes off, the content of the ROM will not be lost. Okay, it could retain the particular information. So it is called as a non-volatile memory. It is a memory chip. It contains instructions that tells the computer what to do when it starts. So in this, the data is stored permanently during the manufacturing process. Okay. So I think it's time. So we will stop here and we will continue in the next class. Okay. If you have any doubts related to this, you can ask me, children. Yes, thank you, Madhuvanti. Any doubts? No doubts. Okay, very good, Nafil. No doubts. Okay. ROM, in the sense, it comes under primary memory. RAM and ROM comes under primary memory. Okay. It's not. It will not come under the storage devices. In the next class, I will show one video about the binary language and about the storage devices also. Can you show the types of memories? Madhuravalli, you are having two types of memories actually, primary memory and secondary memory. Okay, two types of memories are there, primary and secondary. So your primary memory is otherwise called as internal memory or main memory. So the RAM and ROM comes under the primary memory. Okay, any other doubts, children? Okay. Okay, we will continue in the next class, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, children.